want to talk just a little bit about being this last 18 months. I mean, really since COVID, we're about 18 months into it. And, you know, this really has demonstrated in a lot of ways how fragile our society is. And it's something I've talked about for years and years and years, but now we're actually seeing it. I mean, most of us are, in the Western world, here in the United States, prior to the last 18 months, when have you ever gone into a store and not been able to buy what you want? And I'm talking like basic stuff, or almost anything for that matter. But when have you ever gone into a store, like a grocery store, a Walmart or a Target or something like that, and the shelves were bare? I mean, prior to 18 months, within the last 18 months. No, I never have. We are so dependent on the system that we have created for survival. And like I said before, we're all survivors. It takes survival skills to live on this earth. It's just that what we do to survive now is different than what we traditionally think. And the last 18 months should have been a huge wake-up call for all of us. I know that it was for me. I hope that it was for you. To see how fragile our system is of everything. Simply being able to go to the store and buy food, other essential items that we need, was disrupted. We got lucky. With COVID, we got lucky. I know that, and I'm talking about as like Western society, as America. I know that there's millions of people that did not get lucky and that lost family members and loved ones. And in no way am I saying that we got lucky to diminish, the tragedy that you may have experienced personally. But I'm talking as a society, life in America has gone on relatively normal. And that's what I mean by we got lucky. That COVID, as deadly and dangerous as it's been, that it wasn't worse. And that's what I mean by we got lucky. And that we were able to keep services going through it. Other situations, we may not be able to. And that's where you really have to look at how fragile our society is, and then look at you and your family and how rapidly can you adapt to changing circumstances. I remember when COVID came about, I was just like, oh, it's no big deal, whatever. And then they started like shutting things down. And I heard somebody say like they'll just shut the schools down. I said, they will never shut schools down. There is no way they're going to shut public schools down in this country. Yep, a week later, schools were shut down. So I was wrong. I was wrong about a lot of things. And in fact, it scared me. It scares me how wrong I was about a lot of things. One of the other things that I was wrong about was, all my life, people have been worried about the federal government violating our rights and, locking us up or whatever. It wasn't the federal government I had to worry about. It was our friends and neighbors. It was the local governments. Local government was the ones locking everybody down and restricting movement. And that was a surprise. I think that should be a big wake-up call to all of us is, yeah, we have to be worried about our freedom and our rights and the privileges that we have under our Constitution in this country. But I think many of us have been misguided in looking at the federal government as the biggest threat to that. If COVID taught us anything, it should be that local government was the biggest threat and the biggest danger to our rights and our freedom. You know, it was absolutely unbelievable, some of the things that have happened in this country in the last 18 months that come from local government. So again, just kind of one of my chats on stuff to think about, and really take time and think about how fragile our society is, how fragile your freedom is, how quickly it can be taken away, and simply something as basic as going to church on Easter becomes a crime, and that you can be charged and prosecuted for that. Walking on the beach, sitting in the beach, or at the beach in your own car by yourself was a crime. Moving about because you weren't essential became a crime. Stores with shelves were bare. So this should be a huge wake-up call and proof to what a lot of us have been saying for a long time, is society is fragile. And we're still 18 months later, shortage on this, shortage on that. I mean, as many of you know, I'm a police officer, and on our SWAT team, we were training, and we decided to take a break and go to lunch. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch. And we went in, they got us a table for our whole team, and we sat down, and the waitress came, and she said, "Sorry to let you know, but we don't have chicken wings. There's a chicken wing shortage in America." And I thought she was joking. I actually started to laugh. I'm like, "What?" She goes, "No, I'm serious. All we have is boneless wings. We don't have real chicken wings." At Buffalo Wild Wings. No chicken wings? Yeah, a chicken wing shortage. That's what she said. Unbelievable. I mean, there's a shortage everything. Shortage of this, shortage of that, chicken wing shortage. And talk about the new normal. Well, it should be a wake-up call that you cannot depend on other people to have the stuff you need when you need it. If there's stuff that you need or that you think you need, you better have your own supply of it. And it's always been common sense, but it's proof now. There's proof positive of it. That right here in America, with all the prosperity that we've always had and enjoyed, that you can't go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get chicken wings when you want them. You can't walk into the store and get whatever you want. Even now. I mean, Gatorade. I have a hard time finding Gatorade. So, anyway, stuff to think about. And if there's stuff that you need, that you depend on for your daily life, and you depend on other people for it, and you don't have somewhat of a stockpile of it or supply of your own, so that at least, if they don't have it today, you can keep checking back and you're good to go for a while. If you don't have that ability, you need to quit wasting money on other stuff and put it into that, because the day will come where your money won't mean anything. The stuff is way more valuable than the money, especially the paper. It's a piece of paper. The value of money is just in your head. That's it. And when enough of us are, more attached to our stuff than we are those pieces of paper, we're not going to trade it for any amount of those green papers. And so take a look at yourself, your life, your family. What stuff do you need to maintain your lifestyle, to survive? And do you have enough of it to where you're not really dependent on other people? So, stuff to think about. We all need to think about it. We all need to think about what we're putting our money into now, where we can still accumulate stuff and get things, even though there's shortages of it. Like I said, luckily, we have a second chance. COVID didn't take us down as a society. The next thing that the Chinese took up, or whatever, wherever it come from, I try to stay less controversial here. I don't want to get into politics or things like that. But the reality is, we do have enemies in this world, not just natural disasters that we have to worry about. We do have legit enemies that want to take us down. And again, that goes into, are you prepared for that? So, again, how ready are you for a rapid change in your circumstances? And if you're not happy with that answer, do something about it. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully something I said is helpful or makes sense to you. Comment below. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. If I am doing this to help other people. I am not doing this to help myself or my family. This is about helping other people. And so if I'm saying stuff that's helpful, let me know. I appreciate it. If I'm not, let me know. I appreciate that too, because if it's not helpful to you, then I need to know what to change to make it more helpful to you. So I pay attention to the comments. Let me know and post questions. Let me know what you would like to hear me talk about, and I will do it. So until next time, remember, it's not the gear that you've accumulated that will save you. It's what's in your head and in your heart.